this move. I think we caught the top of this move here. I'm targeting a bigger take profit than normal just because we had a losing day yesterday. And again, these are combines. We're halfway there. Oh, we're more than halfway there. Come on, just go to the upside. I wish if I had a freaking magnet emoji, it would work, but I don't know where my emojis are. Come on. This is gonna work, guys. If you've lost faith, let me prove to you why this is gonna work. So we have the magnet here. Actually, we need to get a little bit closer. We need a bigger magnet. That's what it is. That's not a hammer. Where's the hammer? Okay.
Order filled.
Fuck! If I would have brought the hammer out in time, it would have worked. Nice series of down close candles here, but also could just be turtle soup. That's some nice displacement to the downside. Beautiful. I'm not going to move stops to break even until we inverse these bissies. Because we could end up consolidating within these ranges a little bit. So we want to see these get inversed for sure on the 1 minute. Already tapped into the consequent encroachment of that range. Nice, we're just dumping. I think we caught the top of this move basically. Also, let's bring out the hammer. I didn't bring out the hammer in time yesterday and we paid for it. We got to get on the top of that. Bink, 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 bink. See, it works. Bink, 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 bink. But while we're here, let me kind of explain what I saw. So I took our range after the big displacement move yesterday, waited till we got into a premium to short. I still think that this weekly imbalance is going to get filled at some point. And I also just think that this big displacement move, there's a 4-hour imbalance in there I think we're going to want to see get filled. We put in a bearish SMT up here. Oh, come on. Don't do that. Let's get a good close. There we go. All right, we closed within consequent encroachment. Sellers won. And then we had I've been using shorter or lower time frames for my entries. I think I used a 30-second here. Yeah, IFVG, but then I accidentally bought the wrong contract because I'm still learning this new trading platform. Again, we're respecting these lower time frame fair value gaps. Nice. And then once we hit consequent encroachment of this range, I will move to break even because that could be a point where we reject. And I am targeting the consequent encroachment of this 15-minute fair value gap on NASDAQ because we already ran through it on ES. I'll explain the trade a bit more in depth once we, oh, come on, don't be so respectful. Hold on, we got to bring out the hammer again, guys. Sorry, we got to bring out the hammer. Sorry about that. Come on. Hammer it down. Right on the head. There we go, it's beautiful. All right, this is where we'll move stops to break even. Lock in some profit. Once we inverse this, it should be turtle soup, basically. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Because there would have to be a lot of work done to inverse all these 1 minute SIBIs. I was going to let this run to full take profit. I need to make sure I don't go over 51.5. Let's bring out the hammer again. It's working. Oh, there's one more BISI I didn't see. Or is that a BISI? That might be, might not be. But yeah, we basically caught the top of this move, which is really beautiful. It's a really small one, but... All right, I think we're going to hit full take profit on this one. Beautiful. Don't want to jinx it, but I'm going to start trailing stops just a little bit. We're going to go lock in $300. Let me hear it. Come on, hit my take profit. Oh, we got to bring the hammer out. It's being a brat.
Order filled.
There we go. And that is how you make $7,500 in just a couple minutes. So let me review. Oh, and it's still dumping. Wow. I would have definitely held this longer if I wasn't on a combine. If I wasn't on a combine, guys, I would have been targeting. That was a 2.5 RR. But if I wasn't on combine and I was actually taking this position, I think we had our stops above these highs here. We just got stopped here. I would have probably targeted this 4R here because I'd imagine these lows get hit. But let's review the trade that we just took. Wow, we are fucking dumping. This is exactly what I thought would happen. So coming into the market, I didn't mark it out because I knew I wasn't going to hold the trade to this point. But there were 2 4-hour imbalances from the week open that I thought we want to tap into. And then I looked at the range after this really big movement up. I didn't take this into account because I don't know how to describe it, but just for me, this doesn't seem like relevant information because of the imbalance within this big movement up. This range is much more of what I wanted to work with. Like, for example, I'm not going to, if I'm looking for shorts, I'm technically going to be in a premium, this entire range. Like, I could short anywhere, but then I get stopped out, right? So this is the range I was working with on NASDAQ and ES. Price action was really choppy on market open, so I had to wait. It's about 10 o'clock now. This is the latest I usually take trades. We also had a 15-minute imbalance from pre-market open, which is the range that we were consolidating in. We came out and took out these London session highs right here. That was the first move that we made on NASDAQ and ES that I thought was worth noting. Those were from 6 o'clock. We took that out on NASDAQ and ES. And this just confirmed my bearish bias. That is, I imagine there would be a lot of limit orders resting up there for sells. And then what I ended up entering on was this 15-minute SMT you guys saw me mark out. There were actually 2 SMTs that I considered entering on. There was this SMT right here, but I just didn't see anything that I liked. I wanted to see how he treated this imbalance right here on NASDAQ. And what I ended up entering on was this SMT, as you guys saw. NASDAQ, or excuse me, ES had already ran through this BISI, and NASDAQ had failed to do so. And again, this is why I took the trade on NASDAQ, because on ES, we were already in a premium price range, and on NASDAQ, on ES, we were in a discount, but on NASDAQ, we were still in premium. So I dropped down into the 1 minute and I saw these imbalances here. We had a really big move up once we touched consequent encroachment of this 15-minute fair value gap. But the SMT held, and then I dropped down to an even lower time frame, the 15-second, where I saw this IFVG. This is where I originally entered, but I'm still figuring out this platform, so I ended up actually buying the wrong contracts and closed it because I couldn't see what my chart was doing. But yeah, pretty simple day.